Hi Aquarius, welcome to your July monthly messages from Spirit Reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Aquarius. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind, to only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear this message. So my intentions for this reading, Aquarius, is to channel and provide messages from Spirit for you for the month of July to ask what would be happening, unfolding, what do you need to be aware of. And you can even take this as anything you need to hear right now in this moment that can impact any aspect of your life. Love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution. But whatever Spirit would like to talk about shall be said. So if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us here now. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I'm first going to use my sound bowl to clear and set the energy for you guys. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in and tune into the energy of Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk to you about in regards of July, what's happening, unfolding, what do you need to be aware of. So let's see the general theme for July for Aquarius, Spirit. What do we need to know? What can we talk about? Anything that has happened, why has it happened for Aquarius? Okay, so let's see. Confidence. It says, by earth and air, water and fire, let my confidence take flight, burn higher. There's something that's giving you a confidence boost, Aquarius. Something that Spirit is pushing you to go for. Something that I feel almost maybe you didn't expect to have some sort of success. July, something very successful is happening for you. And it's definitely letting you know you could have done it all along. That there was nothing to fear or second guess about yourself. But I also kind of feel, Aquarius, maybe during July, there's something that you need to know has to happen that you're building up confidence for. Maybe someone's building up confidence to ask you something, to talk to you about something. The letter C is sticking out to me, as in Chris, Christina, first, middle, last initial may mean something to someone. Tell me more about this confidence for Aquarius. Making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. Aquarius, you have a profound impact on people. And I feel that whatever you have been doing to kind of uplift your life effectively has uplifted other people. You've touched many other people through your friendships, through your romances. You definitely develop emotional, psychic anchors in people where even if it's been years, they'll never forget about you. They'll never have those like dim feelings in regards to you, Aquarius. But I do feel that there's something here that you've been working towards, that you've been trying to make happen in your life, that you're seeing is really making a difference. And I do feel as an Aquarius being born in this lifetime, you guys have that life path already of doing something to uplift the world, to uplift humanity, to progress humanity in some sort of sense. And I just want to say, Aquarius, that you guys are doing something to that impact, whether that's on a smaller scale, friends, people that you know directly, or even on a grander scale, with social media, with some sort of career within helping people, uplifting people, teaching people. And I do feel maybe some of you are going to get a reward. Some of you are going to get recognition. Some of you are going to get some sort of big payoff here that is going to show all the work you've done has meant something. I mean, look at that starfish. Maybe some of you have a close resonance with starfish particularly, but I mean, even in the tarot, the sign for Aquarius is associated with the star card. And I do feel like that otherworldly presence, almost that deep, unique energy that you give off, that you are a rare find, you are a hard find, but nothing that makes you cocky, Aquarius. Let's get that clear. But something that is just showing you that what you're doing is enough. What you're doing is more than enough. I do feel people are talking about you in a very positive way. You are being mentioned in rooms that you have not walked in yet, but they're preparing for you. They want to give you some sort of offer here. And maybe even for a lot of you, you are going somewhere by the beach. Maybe some of you live by the beach or know someone that you're visiting, hey, spending time with, that is next to the beach, that is going to, you know, maybe have this conversation with you during that trip or around then, or maybe at the beach. But I mean, generally, yeah, Aquarius, you are a star, period. And you're figuring that out in July. People are letting you know in July. And there is some sort of blessing coming into your life to confirm that you have what it takes to pursue whatever this is, or that something you've really wanted is meant for you. And I'm just saying it's a blessing because looking that hand almost giving, you know, back to the sea, I feel that's almost God's hand, the universe's hand, pushing you further and confirming for you that you need to be confident in what you're pursuing because it absolutely is meant for you. Someone gets complimented on their lips all the time, or maybe even with this mouth here that I'm so drawn to, it's just confirming your words, specifically Aquarius, stick with people. And they may be quoting you, they may be using what you have to say, what you put out there, what you published in any sort of speech, anything to motivate them on a platform that will credit you. But yeah, I just feel, Aquarius, you're hearing the congratulations, you're hearing the thank yous that maybe you didn't hear as much before. All right, tell me more. With this card, I'm going to pull a goddess card for you and see which goddess wants to come through for you, and then read in the booklet the goddess's story and their specific message to you, because I think the booklet writes it so beautifully. Ooh, you have Artemis. Independence and empowerment. Okay. You know, even for some of you guys, I'm just specifically picking up on, I'm feeling a serious ending. And it feels like a relationship, whether that was a friendship, whether that was a romance, whether that was a family member. And at first you were pretty devastated. You were pretty upset. But looking back now, you're not even affected by it anymore. You feel even more empowered by it ending, for you seeing the truth of things, for you finally being able to move on and past it. It's a big thing for you, Aquarius, to finally admit that that person or that breakup or that, friendship ending does not impact you anymore, doesn't hold you back, doesn't stifle you. And I feel even then, I don't know, maybe it's within the last 6 months that this ended. You're overcoming this a lot quicker than you thought you would. Anyway, let's see what Artemis has to say for you guys and what message there is. Okay. Artemis is the Greek goddess of the hunt and the moon. Like the moon, she is known for illuminating the darkness. She shines her light on our individual paths. Known for her courageous choice to remain a virgin and hold fast to her fierce independence, Artemis is one of the most self-sufficient goddesses. She lived life on her own terms, comfortable both in solitude and in community. Though she refused to marry, she relied heavily on the love of family and friends, surrounding herself with a circle of female companions. Artemis enjoyed a fulfilling life in the mountains, accompanied by her nymphs, deer, and her adored pack of hounds. Artemis's brother was born only a few days after she was born, yet she acted as her mother's doula during his birth. Thus, she is a goddess of childbirth and infants. She is associated with the protection of all animals, children, and women, unmarried women especially. Artemis is not afraid to avenge injustice, and yet she is one of the most compassionate goddesses. Artemis and her brother were both excellent hunters with the bow and arrow. They respected and honored the lives of the animals they hunted and often avenged the lives of those killed for the wrong reasons. Artemis's message is, don't be afraid to assert yourself. Be aware of your power as a divine creature. You are sufficient and capable of doing anything you set your mind to. Be confident in yourself and find the courage to stand on your own 2 feet. This may be in reference to leaving your parents' or partner's home, being independent in business, or being emotionally independent. It is time to have companionship and emotional support, but you don't need others to reach your goals and achieve your dreams. Have gratitude for the people who surround and believe in you. Most of all, know that you do not need a partner unless you want one. Alone is not the same as lonely. Call on Artemis to regain your sense of determination when you are feeling disempowered and need to assert yourself. For help trusting your strengths and instincts when you need illumination on your path. For support in speaking about your needs and wants and to advocate for your highest good. So yeah, I do feel, Aquarius, just in July, there's an opportunity to act on yourself, speak on yourself, to stand up for yourself. And I do feel if there's something you've been holding back, been afraid to say, been afraid to confront, I feel it's time now to speak on it, to unveil it, whether that's to a coworker, to a boss, to a friend, to a family member, maybe even to a romantic partner. There's something about putting your boundaries in. There's something about really sticking true to yourself and having the confidence to do so. And this may be a decision that's hard to make, especially, if you just got out of some sort of separation, if you just, came out of one sort of struggle, here comes another. It's not that much of a struggle. Not when you know it's the right thing to do, not when you know that you can do anything that you want to do. I mean, Artemis and this confidence here is really highlighting, Aquarius, that you have the courage to do this. And I think even if it's on a smaller scale of this making a difference, you by finally sticking up for yourself, you by finally speaking and living your truth, even if it does end up being alone, or you feel more alone than when you were, dimming your light for others, or when you felt like you had to put on a mask for others just to get along, you're going to see the relief in your life by, choosing what's best for you, or to kind of step up to this place of accepting, maybe I just have to go on my own for now. Maybe I just have to go on a journey, but with the faith I have in myself, I'm going to come out of it much stronger. So yeah, I think Artemis has this balance of independence with, the people who may cling to you, with the people who may try to, project their insecurities and judgments on you, but also having a strong supported community of the people that you love, that you trust, that trust and love you all the same. I think you're really finding your soul tribe here. You're really starting to understand what you need in your environment and being okay with that too, Aquarius. Let's go ahead with the tarot. Some of you want to get a new tattoo or have been thinking about getting a new tattoo. Maybe it's a brand new tattoo. You've never been tatted before. I don't know why the energy of this, it feels like a big step and next step, and maybe there's no going back, which is why Spirit is kind of showing me it as a tattoo. But here we have the Hierophant. Interesting. So this is Taurus energy, Capricorn energy here, coming under confidence. So Aquarius, I do feel that you have been on this path of a lot of lessons, a lot of journeys, a lot of accomplishments, but yet recently, maybe a few, I wouldn't say failures per se, because I do feel it was meant to end for a specific reason, but just a few disappointments, but you've learned from it all. I do feel that instead of being bitter and resentful and staying within that energy, you excelled, you evolved into being the Hierophant, someone that can now put their lessons into practice confidently. And I do feel too, Aquarius, like what I was picking up on, some sort of relationship had to end, even for some of you, a committed relationship or a marriage. You are really seeing why it had to end more so now in July, whether it's because you feel more free, whether it's because you don't have the burden of always wondering if this person is ever going to come around, if they're ever going to step up, if they're ever going to, meet you halfway. Like, you've let go of that. And I do feel, Aquarius, you are confident in yourself enough to not give in to less than what you deserve until you find the right person. And with that book of wisdom, which is your intuition, which is your consciousness that you'll be forever carrying with you, is going to serve you justly and rightfully. But again, for others of you where this may not be so relationship related, you have something that is meant to be shared with the world. That your story, your lessons, like I do feel some of you are meant to go down a teaching path or a mentor path or a healer path. And I do feel as if people will be wanting to follow you, Aquarius, wanting to follow what you've been doing, how you've been living, how you were able to make it out of it, make out of difficult, tough situations. Because you are someone that has a lot of influence, like I was feeling in the beginning of the reading. Tell me more. We have the Five of Pentacles, financial and material changes. This is coming under making a difference. So for some of you, if this is particularly getting the confidence to leave a job or to retire, let's just say, or finally getting the idea going and seeing how you can pursue it, there may be a sacrifice of, not making as much money for the meantime in order to do what you really love to do. Maybe for a lot of you, especially if you're in the corporate world, you just feel like you're a cog to a machine. And not only do you feel like what you're doing isn't making a difference, but it's not even being appreciated. Maybe some of you are being underpaid as well. And even for others of you that may have lost a job, right? Or may even, like, God forbid, have like a termination in July. It may help you and lead you to kind of discovering what you have always wanted to do. I'm telling you, Aquarius, it came up in a couple other signs readings, but closed doors are protection from what's not meant to be yours or what is no longer serving you. Someone likes to wear a bunch of different rings on their hand, like a ring type of collector thing, specifically a silver ring I'm seeing. But yeah, there's also 2 5s here. So your birthday could be February 5th, February 15th, perhaps January 25th for some of you guys. But these changes, although they may be a bit rocky, although they may be a bit uncertain, Spirit is telling you to still have confidence in what's happening, Aquarius. Because even if there's something that's being taken from you temporarily, it's not going to have a long-lasting impact. Now, for others of you, I just have to say here, like, it's really interesting how these hands are kind of showing up under one another. And if there has been some sort of money restriction, if there has been some sort of money problems going on in your life, maybe in the middle of July, you will be receiving some sort of loan, some sort of payment that will kind of help you get back on your feet again. A gift even from a family member or a friend. Tell me more. Maybe from an institution, a bank or something. Yes, beautiful. Then you have 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy with Artemis right above it. So yeah, by the end of the month, Aquarius, I feel with the highs and the lows that you may be going through, there is a conclusion of you being redirected and going down the right path, and you know it. This is sword energy, mental energy, and you are confident in making the right choice to move on. Some of you at the end of the month are moving, maybe to a different city, a different state, a different country, and you're packing your things and making it happen. Maybe it was even by friends and family members, a bit spontaneous, but you still know what's right for you. But yeah, I think, Aquarius, the important thing is that you're taking the lessons and the memories and that matter that are going to be applicable and leaving behind the things that no longer can haunt you, no longer can disrupt your overall well-being and peace. And even if some of you, I know this is probably for a few of you, bear with me for a second, but are going through like a divorce or, again, leaving a job that paid well, and it's a bit scary to think that there would be splitting of assets or losing some of your assets or not making as much of an income. I do feel ultimately by doing what is right for you, you will be more headed towards the light even when you were with some sort of financial security before. And you don't have to worry about if you're going to get that back, if you're going to lose it forever. It will be repaid to you. It will be restored to you. But you need to take the steps that you're guided to take, Aquarius. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Truth. Yeah, there is something either in the beginning of July or even before July, end of June, maybe for some of you, that you saw the truth in something. It was revealed to you and there was no denying it. And once you saw that truth, once you understood that truth, or even it was someone's repetitive pattern where you couldn't deny the truth anymore, it opened you to another portal. It opened you to another way of being. And now you have so much awareness to really see the truth in how you were living, if you were unhappy with it, in certain behaviors that were just kind of making you codependent or making you too reliant on things outside of yourself. But if this is just a general overall thing, like as you trust in yourself, as you move forward in doing what's right for you, that is making a difference in your life, that is going to be the truth that sets you forward into fully moving on, Aquarius. And July is the time for you to finally see it. Wow. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get one more card for you guys. And this is going to be last minute advice. Anything else that your spirit guides want to tell you about July? Study. Interesting. So, beautiful imagery here. And it says, Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. Yeah. Learning the lessons, understanding the lessons, not holding on to grudges, not, it's time for you to learn again, Aquarius. Maybe even connect to an old part of yourself that may have been lost through pursuing something that wasn't right for you. But you're rediscovering yourself. Even some of you are even remembering a side to yourself that may have been stifled. Here it's coming out fully. And as you kind of trust yourself, move forward in making decisions that is ultimately for your well-being, you're relearning yourself again. And maybe even discovering new parts you had no idea you had. But with the study, Aquarius, just observe everything, analyze everything, notice everything, because I feel like it's adding more to your encyclopedia of the book of your life and how you want to live it and how you need to be more discerning, how you may need to be more confident in what it is that you want and what it is you want to go for. So everything that's happening, even if it may be a bit shaking things up a bit, although it may be a big truth bomb, it's happening for your higher and greater good. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for joining me for this reading. I really hope it resonated with you. I hope it provided you with further confirmation, clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to whatever is unfolding in your life in July. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Aquarius, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Aquarius.